Okay. Hello, world. All right, we are live. Yeah, started. So, everybody. Okay, I guess I'll say hi, everybody. I'm not sure if you guys can see us or hear us, but let us know if you can. Hi, Bruno. Hi, Gabriel. Yeah, cool. Hi, everybody in Sao Paulo, everyone in Vancouver, in Curitiba, and Vitoria. We're here in Santiago and all over the world, wherever you might be. Welcome to the first ever VanHack Fest. This is our first ever meetup that's connected. So we have people from all over the world. Oh, I forgot to say hi, Porto Alegre. Hi, Porto Alegre. From all over the world, and Rio, of course. Yeah, Halon, Brasilia. We're here in Santiago. We have hundreds of people with us, and so I just want to say thank you to everybody. I just want to make sure everyone can hear my volume. Yes. Yes, I'm guessing you guys can hear me. Yeah, Vancouver, awesome. Hey, clever. Sao Paulo online. Hey, Sao Paulo. Thanks for being with us, guys. We have an awesome agenda for you. So let's get started. Yeah, I guess I should say, first off, I know a lot of people are still coming in to the meeting here in Santiago and in other cities. So I just want to say to everybody, the first lesson of how to move to Canada is to be on time. Okay, so this is the first thing you have to learn if you want to move to Canada or North America, Europe, Australia, these countries. Be punctual. Meetings start at the time they start, but it's okay. Hi from Toronto, awesome. Cool. So I'm going to get started and share the presentation. Let me see how to do that first. Yeah, so, oh, whoops, I think wrong slide. I'm presenting the wrong slide. 1 second. Okay, now we'll do the right slide. Okay, all right, so I'm going to start with the presentation, and then we're going to have some companies at the end show about, show you guys about, pitch you guys about their companies. All right. Hi from Vancouver. Hi from everywhere. Hi, guys. Greetings from Germany. Yeah, Ciro. Hey, Ciro. Good to have you here. Manaus, all over the place. All right, cool. So let's get started. All right, cool. So first off, I guess I can't say this, but can you guys see my screen when it goes to full screen mode? Yeah, I don't know how to. Yeah, I don't know how to do that without leaving the share screen. Oh yeah, presenter one. Nice. Good one. Cool. All right, so you guys can see my screen when I go full screen mode. Awesome. All right, cool. So let's get into it, and then we'll do the pitches. So cool. All right. So hi. All right. Starting humble beginnings in Chile. It's good. It's good. Okay, guys. So basically, again, this is the first ever VanHack Fest. We have meetups happening in all over different cities in Canada, in Brazil, and here. And we're going to go through a little bit about how to get a job in Canada, and I'll talk about that. And then we're going to have some companies pitch. So welcome to VanHack Fest. Awesome. Let me actually. I can't hide that. Okay. So the agenda for today, quickly, we're going to talk about what is VanHack. We're going to talk about 5 steps to move to Canada. Talking about how to create your portfolio, present yourself, how to get a remote job. Then we're talking about some common mistakes and some success tips. We have a little surprise for everybody here, and then we have the pitches, which is going to be really exciting. So first off, you guys want to get a job in Canada? Well, you're in the right place. VanHack, we're a virtual school that helps prepare you for a job abroad. So we've helped 42 people get jobs in Canada, and as well as remote jobs. And we're working to get to 100 this year. That's our goal. We also have a jobs board, which I'll show in a second, that helps you find companies that are open to sponsoring your visa. So this is really important. We have jobs that companies have told us that they are open to hiring people from abroad. And as most people here know, it's really hard to get a job at a company. You don't know if they're sponsoring or not if you're not there. But we are finding the companies that are open to this and working to promote their jobs to you guys. We also do networking events and webinars like this one, and we also have virtual hackathons, which we'll talk about at the end. But the next one is going to happen in October, so it's the VanHackathon. Hi. Yeah. Cool. So this is our jobs board. If you haven't signed up for it already, I encourage you to get on the job board, and you can find positions at companies that are looking to sponsor. Just go to vanhack.com and create an account. If you haven't already, fill out your profile and apply. So yeah, make sure you do that. All right, so let's get into it. First thing I want to start with is our values, because the VanHack values are the roadmap of how to get a job to Canada and what we can do to help you make that happen. So the first thing is that we hack together. So we're a community that helps each other. No matter if you're a normal user, a pro user, a premium user, helping each other and sharing knowledge is really what we want to do, because we know moving to another country is not easy. The next thing is code has no accent. So we really believe that if you know how to code or you know how to design, you can get a job anywhere in the world. All you have to do is just show that and know how to present yourself. But of course, English is really important to get a job. Oh, can't see your screen. People are saying can't see your screen. Okay, that's not good. So I'll just present like this. Can you guys see now? Okay. Well, good thing people are helping out. Awesome. Cool. Can you guys see my screen now? Better? Technical difficulties. Yeah, awesome. Okay, cool, guys. There it is. Yeah, sweet. Okay, so maybe there's people there. I don't know. Chris, do you mind checking? Thanks, man. Yeah. Okay, guys. So let's keep rolling. Much better. Okay. So what we were talking about before is, hey, another person.
Yeah.
Olain. Hey, are you gonna pitch?
Yeah, about
7:30. Yeah. Perfect. Awesome.
Okay.
Cool. Great. Yeah. So Victoria. Hey, Victoria. Hey, Marcelo. All right. I'm gonna go back a little bit. Just want to show you guys the jobs board. So create an account on the jobs board. And then I'm going to keep rolling here, guys, just because we don't have too much time. Again, if you guys we're out. Yeah, Louise, that's something I've noticed as well. A lot of people. All right, you didn't see it in the previous slides. Okay, you didn't miss much. Just basically talk a little about VanHack and then the jobs board. So go sign up to the vanhack.com. It's free and apply to jobs that are open to sponsoring your visa. And yeah. That's something that I don't think you can find anywhere else online. So yeah, create an account, create a profile, and apply. You know what happened. All right, so I was talking about our values, and I guess I'll just keep talking about your English is getting better, right? So one thing that I've seen a lot from people when they're learning English is that they always say, "Oh, I'm sorry, my English is really bad," and they're really embarrassed about this. But you should always have the mindset of that English is always getting better, and we kind of teach that because we don't want you to be shy about your English, and you don't have to have that good English that you think, especially if you're a developer. So we'll talk about that in a bit, but yeah, it's important. Internet has no borders, so it's really important to know that you can get a job remotely before you move to another country. So getting a job remotely, either for a company in that country or for another country, from another country, like we'll see some companies here in Chile that are looking to hire remotely. It's really important you can do that. Network to get work. This is really the way that you get a job, is networking, meeting people, referrals. I'll talk about that soon too. Show your skills, so actually knowing how to create a portfolio, which we'll talk about soon, and share your experience. So once you do get, how can I say, once you do get a job, sharing with people how it was, what the experience was, and that kind of comes back to the first value of we hack together. All right, cool. So the 5 steps we're going to talk about to getting a job in Canada. And really when I say Canada, guys, more and more it's getting a job in Ireland, getting a job in Australia, getting a job here in Chile, getting a job anywhere outside of your home country. And we can help you with that. So we're going to talk about the 5 things here: your cover letter, your resume, your LinkedIn profile, portfolio, and Slack. I just want to talk about Slack quickly. It's actually something that I found really effective and not many people know and use. So pay close attention when we talk about that. I'm just going to check in, guys. Everyone online, are you able to follow along? Everything cool? Paulo said, has VanHack Fest started? Yes, it has. I'm pretty sure you're here. You're at it. Is everything okay? Can you guys just give me a yes online? Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, hopefully there's just delay. Yes, it's working. Okay, cool, great, sweet. All right, let's keep rolling. All right, so maybe another person. Yeah, thanks, Chris. All right, cool. So one of the first things you need to do when you create a portfolio or a profile, picture is frozen. Okay, I hope it's not. I'm changing slides here. YouTube directly is better. Okay, well, someone can share the link for YouTube directly. Okay, cool. Yeah, so cover letter. All right, so the important thing about the cover letter is that it's a summary of and highlights of your resume. So you really want to be able to get the recruiter's attention here. It's something where you want to be personalized. You want to talk about how you found the job, why you wanted to work for them, examples of your work that fit the job, and really just create that personal connection with as much information about you and the make yourself credible. So one thing that we talk about is using a template. So if you can have a template of a cover letter that shows, okay, these are my top skills, and then just change the company's name or change the name of the recruiter, things like that, that'll help you apply to many companies and not have to do so much work. So you can find many templates online. We have our own templates as well, but having a really good cover letter is super important. All right, resume. Resume here, this is something that people don't know, but a recruiter spends about 7 seconds looking at your resume. So it's really important to have a lot of keywords and metrics. This is the most important thing for me in a resume is metrics. Don't just tell me that you led a team of people. Tell me how many people you led, how many people were on the team, what kind of work you guys got done, how much money did you save the company by the projects that you built, things like that, like actual numbers. We had millions of users. No, like how many millions of users did you have? That kind of stuff. It's really important to have metrics. I would say 2 pages is good, but 3 pages maximum. So if you have more than 3 pages, make sure you're cutting that down, and don't have personal data. I know in Latin America, a lot of times you put your age or your marital status or a picture. You don't really want to have that. And then use active voice. So created, led, built, things like that is really important. And adapt your CV for each type of job. So if you're applying for a marketing job, so if you're a designer or work with marketing, make sure you have a designer portfolio or resume and a marketing resume, right? So you want to have those 2 separate and completely pretty different, highlighting different types of skills. All right, LinkedIn. So for LinkedIn, you want to have a really strong summary. One thing I've seen a lot of people is you guys, first off, don't have your LinkedIn even in English. So if you're looking to get a job abroad, like outside of Latin America, having a LinkedIn in English is super important, and having a strong summary in English is really key for that. Another thing that I've seen a lot of people do wrong is having a photo that's really bad quality. So pictures like that, can't really see your face, people wearing sunglasses, etc. Make sure you change that to a high quality picture. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can just take a picture with your iPhone, but make sure it looks nice. Explain what you did at each job. You can just take that information from your LinkedIn profile, from your resume. And another important thing is getting recommendations in English. A lot of people have recommendations in Spanish or Portuguese. If you have recommendations in English, that helps a lot. And having links to your portfolio, your GitHub or your Behance, depending on if you're a designer or developer, is important. And one bonus thing you can do is publish articles in English on LinkedIn Pulse. So LinkedIn Pulse is really, it's like LinkedIn's blogging platform. If you have articles there, you'll be able to really show your credibility and your knowledge about a specific topic, and I highly recommend it. Everyone in your LinkedIn circle will get a notification that you published an article, so recruiters really love that stuff. So yeah, have a LinkedIn profile that's in English with good recommendations, a good photo, and publish some articles on LinkedIn, LinkedIn Pulse. All right, portfolio. All right, so portfolio is something that is very, very important, but really most of the time people don't have it. It's something that I'm very surprised about. So having a portfolio, a personal website, is a really great way to show who you are as a professional to a company, and kind of to be online, or sorry, to be in the country online without actually being there. think about it. A company's not going to be able to meet you in person if you're not in the country, right? So they're going to see your website. They're going to look at you up on Google, and hopefully they'll see your website. You'll send that to them, and this will be a really big way that they evaluate who you are and if you're worth interviewing. So make sure you have a portfolio. You know, that's really, really important. WordPress or GitHub, it doesn't matter. If you are a developer, it's good to have a GitHub, and I think you can create a portfolio using GitHub. But if not, having a WordPress site is good as well, or having a WordPress site that links to your GitHub. I think that's fine. You know, tell your professional stories. Use pictures, even a video. If you can make a video of you speaking English, talking about some of your highlights of your projects, that makes a big difference. And if you can, you know, really show your evolution and how you've grown as a professional, that's really good too. If your code is private, just create an open source side project. You know, find some time, a couple hours on the weekend, and create a project that's open source and public for everyone to see. And again, having a blog in English is really, really great. It shows you're a thought leader. It shows that you are you know, thinking about this and know what you're talking about. And then it makes the employer confident in your English. So yeah, Wellington, if your code is private, I would just create a side project that is public. So just create something for fun and show people what you can do. So yeah, you can use About Me, you can use Behance, you can use GitHub, WordPress. It doesn't really matter as long as you have something that you can show companies. All right, so let's take a quick break. Anyone have? Okay, it's not Behance. Yeah, okay. Thanks. Thanks, Bruno. Typo, my bad. I think you know what I'm talking about, though. Cool. All right, let's take a quick break. Does anyone have any questions? Maybe answer one or two questions before we get going. Yeah, personal project counts for sure. Yeah, any kind of personal project that you have. Yeah, hi, Cristiano. Can you guys see? Yeah, if the image is bad, then maybe go to the YouTube. Go to the YouTube page. Yeah, thanks, Luong, for sharing that. All right, any questions about what I've said so far? It's all clear. Makes sense. Cool. Everyone's going to create a portfolio tomorrow. Yes. Awesome. Project. If you want to find any jobs, just go to indeed.ca and you can find any jobs. All right, cool. So I'll share my presentation. Yeah, good here in Vancouver. Awesome, Clever, thanks. I will definitely share this presentation, and I'll put it on SlideShare or something, or I'll put it on our blog, and then I'll also email it to everybody. Awesome. All right, cool. So I think everything I've said so far is kind of not common knowledge, but pretty basic general stuff. Hopefully you guys all know this, or you learned something. But one thing that I would say is kind of new in terms of communication and technology and job hunting is Slack. So for those of you who don't know what Slack is, it's a professional messaging tool. Hey, Vin. Awesome. Hi, everybody at Red Academy. Hope you guys are having a nice day in Vancouver. I missed it there already. All right, cool. So yeah, Slack, it's actually from Vancouver, but now in San Francisco and all over the world. It is the fastest growing B2B company of all time. And it actually is the best way for you to get a job abroad. So what do I mean when I say that? So Slack actually is used by people who run communities more and more to manage their members and talk to their members. So a lot of the major cities in Canada have Slack groups for their tech community. Yes, Leo, GitHub projects need to be completed. The more completed, the better. So, okay, so Slack communities like Startup 604 or the Montreal Android group, there's a lot of different Slack groups in Canada's startup scenes. And what you can do is you can go into the Slack group and just participate and hang out and talk to people online without actually being in the city. So if you go to vanhack.com/Slack, vanhack.com/Slack, right there, you can see my blog post that I wrote yesterday that has a list of these top groups. So just like we're all here in one room, and you guys are all in different rooms around the world, when you're in Slack, hi Asihani, awesome to have you here. When you're in Slack, you are part of a community online. And honestly, the amount of time that people spend online these days is almost more than they spend offline. I spend more time on the computer or on my phone than without that per day, right? So when you are, very big delay. Okay, well, sorry, Cristiano. I hope the delay isn't that bad for everybody. So when you're on Slack, you can just message people, talk to them, interact with them, almost as if you're in the same place. And a lot of these groups have a jobs channel. So you actually can see jobs that people or that companies, recruiters post in the Slack group. And you can also message them and talk to them directly. So I highly recommend everyone join the Slack group for the city they want to move to, or all the Slack groups, and start talking to people. Of course, one big thing is you don't want to spam. So you don't want to show up and say, hey, I'm a developer, I want a job, and start talking about stuff that's not relevant. You want to be smart about this, but interacting and using Slack is something that I found very, very, very useful for our group. We actually have a VanHack premium Slack group. Any tips? Yeah, go to vanhack.com/Slack, and it has a list of all the Slack groups there, Thiago. So yeah, I'll just broadcast my message. So you can go to vanhack.com/Slack, and you'll have a list of all the Slack groups there waiting for you. You can just put your, click on them, put your email in, and you'll be in. Okay. So again, if you just learn one thing from this meetup tonight, guys, it's use Slack to find a job in Canada, to connect to people, to build relationships, and it's a really, really great tool. So yeah. All right. So now let's talk about remote jobs. We're going to have 6 companies pitch their remote jobs today, so get ready for that. But remote jobs are really more and more common. And one thing that I want to stress is your English is not that important if you're a developer or designer. If you work with marketing or project management or something else, your English has to be great because you have to be able to communicate with customers or with the rest of the team. But if you're a developer, honestly, what matters is your code. As long as you don't have any mistakes in your code, you can have a lot of mistakes in your English, right? So code has no accent, right? So really don't worry. A lot of people worry about their English being bad. We had a VanHacker, I won't say their name, but their English was really bad, and they got an awesome remote job in the US because they're a really good developer. So I really think that you shouldn't be discouraged by that, but of course you should be always trying to get better. Funnily enough, communication with the company is really key. So you might not be speaking perfect English, but the way you communicate is super important. So right now, we're all over the world. It's hard to actually feel if the person is, yeah, exactly, Douglas. You should communicate well with the team. So that means being responsive. That means talking to them, always asking questions, being there, being present, never making them feel like you're not around. Because the second that they feel like you're not trustworthy or you're not able to deliver, then they're going to fire you faster than if you were in person. Right? So make sure you're always responsive. The best developers, designers I've worked with are the ones that respond to me the second after I message them. Sometimes even at like 3 in the morning. I was so surprised a couple of times I was talking to people and I was expecting them to reply the next day. They replied the very minute, and for them it was 3 in the morning because I was 4 hours ahead of them. And I was so impressed with that, and I wanted to keep working with them more. So I'm not saying you have to do that, but being responsive and being open to messages is really important. And some really good sites, TopTal, Scalable Path, Crew, AngelList, Indeed, Monster, and of course VanHack are all jobs that have, or all websites that have remote jobs on them. And the last one hopefully will have more and more as we go forward. All right, cool. So some common mistakes that people make, and we're almost done, guys, and soon we're gonna get to the pitches, but just wrapping up here, some common mistakes that people make is they apply to few jobs. So I've seen people apply to 1 job, 2 jobs a week and think, okay, like why isn't anyone responding to me? I can't get a job in Canada, or I can't get a job abroad. Well, you have to apply to like 20 jobs or 30 jobs a week. Of course, you have to have a good profile. That's step number one. It's like having a good profile. It's like having a really good weapon, right? But you have to shoot that weapon a lot if you want to hit the target. So just make sure you apply to a lot of jobs and don't be scared about that. Guilty, yeah. It's easy, right? You apply to a couple of jobs and you think, okay, now what? But I'm going to tell this story of Bruno, who's now working in Ireland as a designer. He applied to 1,000 jobs in a week. 1,000 jobs in a week, actually. He used ZipRecruiter and LinkedIn. So he just clicked clicking the button. It's really easy to apply to jobs these days. Just click buttons, right? And so he applied to 1,000 jobs, and he got like 50 or 60 interviews or something like that, and he got hired. And now he's in Dublin. He just moved there last week. So yeah, exactly. And we're going to have a webinar with him soon, by the way, guys. So for all of you guys who are interested in Ireland, yeah, 1,000, exactly. 1,000,000. All of you guys who are interested in Ireland, we're going to have a webinar with Bruno about moving to Dublin. Spamming, well, maybe, but it works. So as long as you don't apply to the same company 1,000 times, I think it's okay, right? Exactly. You have to work for that 1%. Exactly, Douglas. So kind of similar to that, thinking the magical job or perfect job will just magically appear. That's kind of similar. And not having a portfolio, GitHub or code or something to show, that's a very big mistake. Not networking enough, right? So not actually going out to meetups if you're in Canada, or not actually talking to people on LinkedIn or Facebook or Slack. As you guys can see now, not networking enough is a big mistake that people make. And okay, question, even if it's not fit, yeah, exactly, Mateos. One thing I always say is that if you apply for a job and they interview you, it's like a free English class, right? Even if you don't get the job, think of it as like a free English class for those. Teacher, just apply to thousands of jobs and you'll get tens of interviews, or dozens of interviews, and you'll have hours of English practice, right? And you'll actually feel what it's like to be working or to be interviewing for a company. Well, Luis, he applied to designer jobs. So he's a designer. He applied to 1,000 designer jobs. I'm sure there's way more than 1,000 open designer jobs in the world right now. So I don't think so. I think he applied to a lot of jobs, and it worked. Of course, it's an extreme case. Not everyone does that. I just bring that up because it's kind of a crazy story. But I've seen people apply to 20 jobs, 30 jobs a week. Doesn't matter really. Like it's just about getting in that habit, and looking for a job is a job, right? So yeah, thinking your English isn't good enough to try. This is super common. So people are really insecure about their English, and they think, okay, my English sucks, so I'm not even going to try. Well, how is your English going to get better if you don't try, right? So don't wait until that perfect day when your English is fantastic and perfect. That'll never come. So just start applying for jobs, start looking for jobs, start interacting with people, and yeah, I think that's true. Okay, can I explain a little bit about networking enough? Cool. Let me just. Can we download this presentation? Yes, I will send a presentation. If you want to see a good portfolio, this is one of our VanHack Premium members who got a job 2 weeks before he arrived. 2 weeks before he arrived in Canada. Actually, I just want to say congrats to Felipe. I don't know if he's on the webinar with us today, but he got a job in Toronto today, and he's still in Sao Paulo. So congrats, Felipe. 3 weeks before he arrived in Toronto, he got a job as a designer. So awesome, VanHack Premium member got a job today. So anyway, not networking enough. So Leo, yeah, good question. He applied to 1,000 jobs using LinkedIn and ZipRecruiter. So you don't need to customize anything about that. He just applied to the job. You don't need a resume. Your LinkedIn is your resume in this case, right? So don't worry about, you don't have to actually customize 1,000 resumes and cover letters. So yeah, what I meant by not networking enough, I think it was Arnett who asked. Basically, it's just not talking to enough people, not messaging people on LinkedIn, not putting yourself out there and meeting people that are in your area. So you should be talking to developers in Canada or whatever country you're looking to move to. If you are, oh, the site address is wrong. Okay, well, Gustavo, I think it's like this. His last name, maybe it's like this. Yeah, maybe I misspelled his last name. Sorry, guys. Cool. Yeah. All right. Cool. I think you guys got that. And of course, the biggest mistake of all, not having your profile on VanHack. Right. Okay. So success tips. There's delay here in Sao Paulo. Like, oh, internet. Sorry, guys. Hopefully you can hear my voice still. All right. Yeah, Cristiano, email me. Let's have a meetup in Goiânia for sure. All right. So let me quickly finish up here, and I'll take some questions. And then we got the companies waiting here to pitch. All right, so success tips. English. It's very important. Always improve your English. Be confident with it. Practice it. It's really, really important. Blog is also something really important. You guys might think it's stupid. I know blog is one of those stupid things, right? Like, oh, blogging is so like bullshit, right? Like, but it actually makes sense. Like, if you are looking for a job, and if I'm a recruiter, well, I am. So as a recruiter, I would look at your blog, and if I see you writing good English and you're writing smart stuff, Vin, I don't know if you can share your blog. Vin is a premium member who has an amazing blog. It's really, really smart. I think the post you wrote about what is a senior developer, Vin, that was a great post. Like, I remember that, and so I remember you, and so I want to talk to you. It's just a way of you getting to show who you are and what you can do. Another thing is being active on social media and on Slack is really important. So having a Twitter account, following companies, that's really, really important. Responding to questions on sites like Stack Overflow and Quora. That should be an and I'm speaking Portuguese. And using images and videos. So that's another thing. You're not in the country physically, right? You're not in the country, but you can be there virtually by making a video. One of the winners of the VanHackathon, which I'll talk about soon, he had an awesome video showing his project, and that really helped him get an interview at one of the companies. So Andre, if you're here, congrats on that. And anyway, it's something that's really important to have a video or at least images. And yeah, Vin, awesome blog, awesome website. Yeah, so last thing, the success tip is to be responsive to emails and messages. That's something that I think is really, really important to do. All right, Marcelo, can you share examples of CVs? Yeah, so that's actually where VanHack Premium comes in. So quickly before we get to the pitches, I want to do my pitch here. So for all you guys who don't know, VanHack, we have a section called VanHack Premium. It's an online course that helps you get a job in Canada. We help you with your CV, your cover letter, your LinkedIn, your profile, portfolio. We review all those, make sure they're in the Canadian standard. We also have 16 hours of English interview practice per month. So you have 4 hours a week where you can speak English for 2 of those 4 hours a week, and you can listen to all 16 hours. If you think about it, that's like less than $10 per hour of English classes, which I don't think you're going to find anywhere else. And yeah, we have a Slack community where you can answer all your questions and talk about anything. So yeah, blog is so 2005. Well, if you want to get a job, it's something that's 2016. And yeah, Wellington is right. Paulo, I don't know if Gustavo took down his blog, but he got a job already, so it's true. Yeah, so for you guys, everyone who's here online hanging out with us in VanHack Fest, and everyone all over the world, if you want to join, VanHack Premium usually is $65, but for all of you guys, it is $55 until Friday at midnight. If you go to vanhack.com/fest, you can get it. So I will also put here the link. Yeah, so you can just go to vanhack.com/fest. You can sign up. You have until midnight on Friday to take advantage of this. And it's a monthly membership. If you don't like it, you can always stop. And yeah, well, there you go, Vin. Exactly. Vin got an interview with Facebook Europe with his blog. So Tadeo, I have to disagree. Maybe 2016 would be doing like a Facebook video. Oh, speaking of Facebook video, we should have done Facebook Live. I forgot. Sorry. Do you mind? All right, we're gonna take a quick second while I turn on Facebook Live. Thanks for reminding me, Vin. And we'll get going. So I'm just gonna do this. It'll take a second. Yeah. So 1 second, guys. Hang out with me. Yeah. Okay. If you can just film. Yeah. You can turn the camera. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. So, is there any age limit to apply for a job in Canada? No, there's no age limit. All right, cool. So let's keep rolling here, guys. We are live on Facebook Live and on the internet. The last thing I'm going to say before we start the pitches is a VanHackathon. So, for those of you who don't know, the VanHackathon was the largest virtual hackathon ever in Canada. It is an event that we do every 3-4 months where we bring together the entire VanHack community and we show our skills to some amazing companies like Hootsuite and Shopify and many other growing startups that are hiring people. Last one, we had 7 people that got hired, and Hootsuite's still interviewing about 9 people, so hopefully the number goes up. It'll be in October. We're actually going to change it to October instead of September, so I have a little bit more time to prepare. And it's only for VanHack Pro and Premium members, and you can sign up by going to bit.ly.com/VanHackathon or vanhack.com/hackathon. I'll be sharing a lot more information about this in the next few weeks, months. Yeah, get ready. It's going to be awesome. We're looking to double from last time and get even more people hired. And I think the best thing about it is that you actually get to interact with recruiters in the Slack group in real time and talk to them and make connections and build your network, right? So yeah, if you want to join, just vanhack.com/hackathon. And yeah, that's it for me. Okay, guys, so now we're going to start the pitches. Before we start, we take maybe 2-3 questions. If anyone here has questions, I guess here are the companies. And then if anyone has questions online or in other places, thanks, Andre. I appreciate the luck. Where should I link my GitHub and Quora sites on LinkedIn? Good question, Tadeo. You can put that in your summary. I would put that in your summary. Just have in your summary the links there. I think that really helps. All right. Where should I add my freelance experience to my portfolio? Yes, Wilder, you should. Oh, Vin answered that already. Great. Cool. So do you guys have any questions? Premature to apply while studying? No. I mean, why not? If like I said, the worst case scenario is you get a bunch of interviews and you say no to the job. So Mateos, I would strongly I would say apply whenever you feel comfortable. Yeah, how far ahead should you sign up? Good question. I mean, you can sign up for VanHack Pro or Premium anytime. It's really up to you. VanHack Pro actually has a lot more than just the hackathon. We have a course. We have a monthly consultation call. We have a forum. So there's a lot more you can get other than just the hackathon. But it's really up to you, Wagner. Okay, cool. Let's get started. I'm worried about time. We'll have more time for questions at the end. I want to start the pitches. All right, guys. So what's going to happen now is we're going to have I think 6 companies, starting with Work Ahead. Sorry, guys. An ambulance just went by here. Starting with Work Ahead that are going to pitch. So we're going to show Lana from Work Ahead, and then we'll continue. So, all right, guys, let's see how we can do this. All right, cool. Hi, everybody. Can you see me? Can you see us? I guess. Yeah. Do like this. Cool. All right. So just please confirm that you can see our screen, or you can see us. Yes. Okay. Great. Okay, cool. So, Alana, tell us about Workahead.
Thank you so much. And firstly, so excited to meet you all virtually. My name is Ilona, and I'm from Workahead. What we do is ask employees directly on their mobile phones questions relating to labor laws and some business risks. We do that to give the company an understanding of if everything's okay, and also help them create more transparency in their supply chains. So we have a big mission to help create better employment conditions, besides making quite a big difference in how we operate currently. And we're looking to add one really team member to our small team. We're currently based here in Santiago, but we came from Helsinki We are a two-person team. I'm Finnish. My partner is Australian. So we are pretty multicultural already. We're looking for a person who has all-round understanding of technologies to help us develop and ramp up our whole platform. So it's a very cool opportunity for somebody who wants to be part of a startup. And the most important thing probably for us is to find like-minded person who sort of feels like a good fit with our team. I think
technology are you using?
Well, at the moment we have just a pilot version which we've built using Typeform, using manual labor. So probably you would be in a position to help us decide what technologies would make sense mostly when we scale up.
Wow. So this is like completely from scratch. Someone to build the platform.
Well, at the moment we've done pilots, but we don't want to develop anything before we truly know what our customers need. So anyway, this is a really cool opportunity to be part of, testing. But we've done the first pilots already with manual piloting, very lean approach. So if that feels like something that would be interesting for you to really be from the start, send me an email. I think that was up in the presentation.
Yeah, exactly. I'll type the email in here. And by the way, guys, I'm going to email you all the emails of the companies, so you'll get that and be able to get in touch with Ilana and everyone else. So don't worry. And yeah, so if you guys are interested, we're looking for someone to help. Just brand new. We don't need it's any developer out there. It doesn't have to be any programming language. So very broad, which is good. And yeah. Cool.
Thanks so much, Ilya.
Yeah, no problem. Maybe we can see if anyone has any questions. So yeah. Hi, hi Facebook. Does anyone have any questions?
So the website is just workahead.co. And it's really more about finding the right fits rather than what languages you've coded with before. But like experience with architecture, experience with setting up some teams would be great.
You're going to get thousands of emails.
That's great. Obrigado. Gracias.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. No, it's a startup from Startup Chile. So all these companies, we're here in Santiago, and all the companies are from Startup Chile. But in Ilana's case, the startup is from Finland. So it's actually from Finland. Which is awesome. Are you, can I say, looking for a designer at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, designer as well. Woo! Designer too. Awesome.
Introduction design, UX design.
UX designer. Okay, cool. So remote job. All these jobs are remote, guys. For everyone who's asking, these are all remote jobs. That the whole theme here, guys. Remote jobs. And yeah, so we're looking for a developer and a designer. I'm gonna write that down. Dev and designer. Awesome, cool. Natalia, ¿tú puedes tirar fotos? Pictures, yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right, cool. Yeah, so we have our first company. Our second company is Peep, who's not here. Okay. Katie, I'm sorry, you missed out. So Recycle App. Yeah, let me just show you guys the logo quickly, and then Ian will be pitching. Is it a full-time opportunity? I'm guessing no, not right to start.
It's up to negotiation.
Yeah. Well, it's not full-time, but we'll see. Okay. Next up, we have Ian from Recycle App.
Hi guys, I'm going to introduce you to Recycle App. Recycle App is a mobile app that allows you to recycle whenever and whatever you want. So how does it work? It's very simple. First, you declare the recycled material that you have at home through the app, and then we create an optimized route for the recyclers. And finally, a waste picker passes by your house collecting the recycled material that you have declared. And our main goal now is to create a more efficient way to declare through the app and improve our back office to recover more accurate data of what people recycle, how much, when, and why people recycle. That's actually what we are looking for a developer and a designer.
Cool. What kind of language are you building? Have you built in?
Oh man, I don't know that.
Okay.
But if you write me, I let you know. Yeah.
Okay, you let me know and I'll let them know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but designer like
UX
Photoshop. Yeah.
Yes.
UX designer.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Awesome.
Okay.
Let's see if anyone has any questions for Recycle app. What's the URL? Sorry. What's the URL? Recycleapp.com or?
No. We have a launcher. It's lanzador. Can I write?
Yeah.
.com/how/
Yeah, developer and designer content, exactly.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's the landing page. Check it out. I'll send this out. I should copy this somewhere. Oh, I don't have. Let's copy that here. Okay. So yeah, Recycle app. It's an app that helps people recycle anything. Very cool. So eco-friendly, awesome. And you guys are part of Generation 16 here in Startup Chile.
Yeah.
Looking for a remote developer, looking for a remote designer. So if you're a designer or a developer, we'll tell you what specifically programming language it's in soon. Yeah, apply to Recycle app and yeah, good.
Thank you so much.
Cool.
Man.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Nice. All right. Woo! Awesome. Cool, guys. Having fun? I told you it's going to be good. All right, cool. So next up we have Licitações inteligentes. I'm sorry for my really bad. Yeah, and I'm going to put the website already for people to see. There you go. Cool. All right. Yeah, exactly. Similar to the Binners project. Oh, whoops, I forgot that. All right, guys. This is the website. Everyone online is clapping for you, Ian, by the way. Clap.
Okay.
Hi, guys. Cool. Yeah, let's go with Simon.
Okay, so my name is Simon, and the company is called Licitaciones Inteligentes. So we help private companies sell to the government or win government contracts by business intelligence. We are started from Costa Rica, so if you want to go to Costa Rica, it's pretty cool. And so what we're looking for is we already have over 50 paying customers, and we're looking to create our business software as a service kind of product. We're looking for a full-time developer and a designer in user experience and infographics. You know, a lot of our consumers produce and generate a lot of data, so that's pretty interesting. The whole idea is to have a full-time developer, and the languages right now are a little bit of Python, PHP, and Postgres. But we're very flexible because that was the MVP, a very functional one, but we're very open for what your input will be to co-create. The whole idea is not so much to get a transactional thing as a freelance, but to create a member, to have a member and create something awesome. So yeah, if you're interested, keep me posted. You'll have all the data, and yeah, let me know.
Yeah, so I will send. I think Wellington's excited already. Yeah, you do. Yeah, Wellington.
Nice. Yeah,
Wellington's in.
Yeah, Python.
Hired.
Yeah, let me know. It's very interesting.
The name of the page is Licitaciones. Yeah, so that.
Yeah, you put it there.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah. Where can I send my CV? Just email Simon.
Yeah. Send me all the info. We'll get a Skype call.
I will email you guys the information about every company after this. Yeah. Thanks, Antonio.
Okay.
Cool. Awesome.
Thanks.
Someone has a question. No? Nicholas, what is your question?
The data mining job. Yeah, data mining. I'm also very interesting to operate here in Chile, but we can talk about it. Yeah, BI. Definitely. Where can send this CV resume? Question. Nicholas,
you're making
I'm very flexible.
For the question. What's the question, Nicholas? Hold on.
Go
I think he's using Google Translate.
Yeah, a little. Yeah, we have a little bit of PHP.
Yeah, all jobs are remote. Exactly, Gabriel.
Yeah.
PHP, Python,
Postgres. Postgres is the current database.
Yeah, data.
Yeah, question, Nicholas.
What are the requirements to apply? Have skills.
Well,
Data science.
Yeah, Agile is also very attractive if you know a little bit about it.
Agile.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Scrum or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. Send me the questions, so everything you need to keep all the pitch going, and
send your email to Simon. We'll see which company gets the most emails. I'm curious. Cool. Awesome.
Thanks,
Great pitch. Awesome. All right, guys. I think we have a couple left here. Next up, we have Bivli. Woo! From Nigeria, Ghana. Which one should I say? Ghana. Nigeria. Ghana. So cool, guys. We have our first startup from Africa. Gonna pitch here to you guys. So we have Ijeoma, whose email I just put in the chat. She's gonna tell us about. Oh yeah, and the website. So you guys can check out Bivli, and yeah, tell us about it.
Okay. Hi, my name is Ijeoma. I'm CEO of Bivli, and what we do is that we connect people to professionals and get them to train with them. So the goal there for us is that our mission is to help people improve on their natural skills and basically build businesses out of it. So currently we're in Nigeria, Africa, and our stage is early growth. So it's very, very key for us to up our tech, and we're looking to work with JavaScript developers, specifically in Meteor.js. I don't know if anybody knows.
Yeah, I found you someone.
Oh, cool.
So there's more.
Cool. So if you're a Meteor.js developer, full stack, or front and back end, just let me know. We're also looking to probably work with a designer as well.
Awesome.
So that's it.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks. Any questions, guys? Very interesting initiative. Follow. I agree. Yeah, very, very cool. Lovely mission for sure. Full time. Is it a full time opportunity?
Yeah, full time, please. Full-time.
Yeah.
I don't mind working remotely with anyone. Just as long as you deliver.
Yeah, you have to be good. I'm looking at you.
Angular, React, yes.
Yeah.
So basically, we built the MVP with Meteor.js, and that was like pretty basic. So as long as you know JavaScript and you can show a lot of progress in what you're doing, we can, talk about improving our stack and basically revamping the whole website.
I'm listening. I'm just gonna. I need to share this.
So
you can see yourself there.
yes.
I'm gonna get more Facebook Live people. That's all.
Say hi to Facebook.
We are
Hi.
live. Yeah, I'm excited. All right, cool. So great, guys. Okay, so we got the Meet stack, Meet.js, Meteor.js, Node.js, backend written using what kind of technology? So yeah, Meteor.
Yeah, Node.js.
Meteor.js, JavaScript. If you work with JavaScript, yeah, the name of the company or the email is ijeoma@bivli.com. The website is bivli.com. This is the person you're going to talk to. It's a full-time job, developer and designer. So let's see, we get someone hired. All right,
Thanks.
cool. Thanks. Woo. All right. Next up, we have Katie, who was late. Yeah.
I went
Yeah.
downtown.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you were at the Lastari office?
Yes.
You thought this was going to be at the Lastari office?
I came here and the guard told me that it's not here. You have to go to Lastaria. So I went to Lastaria and then I come back and
It's okay. It's
I'm all
okay.
sweaty because I walk a lot.
Well, see how hard people work to find good developers?
Yes.
All right, cool. So we have Katie at peeptours.com. Yeah. So next up, we have Katie.
Hey, I'm Katie from Pictures. We made beautiful audio stories and audio guides so people can find secret stories in every city. It's something like a regular walking tour, but with secret stories about ghosts, mythology, and anything like that. We are looking right now for an iOS developer with at least 1 year of experience because we want to make an app of this. Basically, we want that the app, you can buy the audio tour and pay for it. And also that the users can make their own accounts and they can outlaw their own audio stories because we want to make a community of historians and storytellers across the world. So that's it, basically. 1 minute, I'm perfect.
So who do you need? Who are you hiring?
Who?
Yeah.
iOS developer.
Okay, so you're looking for an iOS developer.
Yeah, at least with 1 year experience. And we have all the design
We have a UX designer who's amazing and it's very beautiful, looks amazing. We have the content ready and we just need the programmer.
Cool.
We're gonna be working with our back developer and with the CTO.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool. If you guys are an iOS developer, email Katie. I put her email here. And of course, I will, yes. Yeah, she broke rule number 1 exactly.
There is a lot of information
Yeah.
on ptours.com, all the details and all the experience that you need to have, so just check that.
Cool,
Yeah.
awesome. Great elevator pitch, people are saying.
Cool.
Cool, all right, thanks, Katie. All right, so last but not least, we have Zule. Damn it, Sule. Sule. All right, cool. Yeah, so Sule is from Humbly. I'll paste it here. Whoops. It's not copying and pasting. Okay.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Hi everyone, I'm Sule from Humbly. Basically what we do is we help companies make marketing videos, particularly for Facebook. So really short 30-second videos that they can use to, engage with their customers, get new business, and just use to market themselves. So the way we work is we help companies pick, we created templates for the types of videos that they need. And so if a company picks a template for a type of video and like the style of, or the brand of their company, we connect them to one of the videographers in our network. So right now we have about 100 animators, editors, and motion graphics designers and videographers. And so we'll pick someone based on their experience that would be a good fit for the company. And then we deliver videos back in 1 week. So it's been 6 months of development. We've gotten over $16,000 in revenue. We have notable, we have notable customers like Trello. We're based in New York. We're a growing company, and we're getting a lot of validation, and it's super cool. But the way in which we've done it so far is completely manual hacks. So we use Excel, Vimeo, Basecamp, you name it. We've hacked together the process by which we can deliver and create a video in 1 week. So what we're looking for is someone to join our team to build our platform from scratch. We have an initial design of what we think we can do in 2 months, and our goal is to build out the first version by the end of September. It's a super aggressive goal, but it's super exciting for someone who wants to handle video, who wants to do sort of a marketplace plus workflow tools, plus video templates. It's on social. Great opportunity.
And it pays in US dollars.
And it pays in US dollars. So it's great. Like there's the opportunity to have a back-end developer or a front-end developer. We're also building out our website. So we have some front-end needs. And again, we're looking for someone to really just help us figure out the structure and the architecture of our platform. So we're optional, whether it could be Ruby or PHP, just whoever's awesome that we want to work with. We're flexible with the programming language that we use.
Awesome. Cool.
Cool.
Great job. Yeah. Congrats. Cool, guys. Woo! Demanding, but very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. 7:58, or I guess depends on the time zone. 2 more minutes left. Thanks to all the companies. You guys were awesome. That was a lot of fun. Oh, no, there's one more? Which one was it? Which? Oh, shit. I forgot. Okay, we have one more. I'm sorry. I forgot. Good surprise. I'm really sorry, man. He sent me his logo. I should have put it there. So my fault. But bonus for you guys. We have one more company. Yes, you do need to improve your English quickly. And yeah, okay. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Hello. Hi, guys. I'm Ismael from Kubler. We are part of the Generation 16 from Startup Chile. We are a company based in Chile. We are a Chilean team, and we are developing a customer relationship manager platform and a CRM, but it's a smart CRM. We are developing a software, which is a web platform. It's a smart CRM, which comes pre-populated, and you can start using it from day zero. It provides customer recommendations about potential customers. We're using machine learning, we are using big data, and we're providing a really amazing product to small and medium businesses in the Americas. So we are hiring 2 or 1 front-end developers, and we are using HTML, JavaScript, React, Angular,
Nice.
Bootstrap. So we're looking to hire some motivated developers abroad. So you have my
Yeah, your email.
My email.
Tell me your email. It's just Ismael.
Yes, Ismael.
Cool. And I will send all this out, guys.
Front-end developers.
Cool. If you're a front-end developer, we work with React.
Yes,
we work
we
with.
are working with a redesigner in terms of UX. So we are redesigning our current platform. So we are improving our front-end side.
Awesome.
Yeah, cool.
Cool, man. I'm sorry.
Someone asked a question.
Cool. Awesome. Question. Particular backend stack. I'm guessing you're not looking for backend, right?
No, we have a backend developer right now, so we are looking for just front-end developers.
Yeah. So front-end developers. If you're a front-end developer,
Front-end developers.
apply. I think we have a lot of front-end developer jobs open, which is awesome. If you work, and this is a remote job and full-time or part-time?
Yeah, full-time.
Full-time. Okay,
Full-time.
full-time remote job. Awesome. This is a great opportunity for everyone. So yeah, thank you, Ismael.
Yes.
Apologies.
Thank you.
Cool. Awesome. Right at an hour. Cool. Any C+ jobs or C# jobs? Sorry, I'm guessing any C# guys. No one here is looking for C#. Sorry, Gabriel. No C#. All right, guys. So for all the companies here, you guys, don't be here in this hot room if you don't want to. Thanks for coming. I'll send you all your emails to them. So hopefully you get flooded with applications.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Tell everyone we're gonna do this again next month. And there in the big room. Yeah, the big room. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Any Java Junior? No, guys. No Java jobs here. No SharePoint. Sorry. No testers. No project managers. So mostly it's iOS developer. We have front-end, back-end developer jobs and designer jobs. And actually, if you guys could all email me exactly what you're looking for in the job descriptions, I'll coordinate. We'll get this. We'll get this out, and we'll put these jobs on our platform as well. So if you haven't signed up to app.vanhack.com and create your profile today, and you'll be able to see these jobs as well. I'll promote any social media. I don't know. I guess you guys don't need.
Yeah, I mean, we have a position open for social media manager.
Okay, yeah, there is a social media manager. So Leo, you can apply to Humbly. I will put the email again for you to see. Okay, cool. All right, so thanks everybody for coming to VanHack Fest. Rule number 1 is if you want to move to Canada, be on time. So for all of you guys who came late, all over the different places, good thing you don't want to kind of don't want to. It's okay. Humbly was the second last pitch, Leo. So yeah, we're gonna wrap up here. But actually, I'll stick around for about 10-15 more minutes to hang out with you to answer questions. Again, just a quick reminder: VanHack Premium, $55 instead of $65, just for you guys who are on the webinar until Friday. If you go to vanhack.com/fest. You'll be able to get the link for that. Ismael's position is a front-end position, not back-end position. Yeah, front-end position. Cool. Yeah, so you guys, email me like a job description and yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Awesome. Let's get you guys people. Yeah. Cool. Thanks, guys. Pedro, I'll just finish up here and we can chat. Cool. All right. Cool. So time for dinner. Yeah. So no Ionic, Delphi Android, C# jobs, I think, Cristiano, but guys, this is just a small sample of the different jobs that are available out there. I think that we're going to have more of these where more companies will pitch and you'll be able to find opportunities. Hi everyone on Facebook, I keep forgetting. So I'll stick around here for another 5-10 minutes. If anyone has any questions about anything, please ask. Okay, finishing here. All right, cool. Thanks, Antonio. Everybody in Rio, abraço da cidade maravilhosa. Saudade. Boa sorte com as Olimpíadas. Yeah. Bye, Antonio. Bye, everyone in Rio. Thanks for helping. No project managers here. All the positions, yes, Python, PHP positions are all remote. They're all remote positions. So if you are looking for a remote job, that's cool. Yeah. All right. So any questions, guys, about anything? Canada, Ireland, Australia, the world, Chile. Anyone here actually interested in? Yeah, no, I agree. HTML5 openings. Yeah, there's designer jobs for sure, Nelma, and we will share all the jobs with you guys soon. Yeah, bye Vin, see you later. No tester jobs here, but there are many tester jobs all over the world. No questions in Vancouver. Okay, cool. Everyone in Vancouver, I hope you enjoyed. I wish I was there, but I'm taking care of business here for now, and I'll be back soon. Thanks for your help, Dali and Kleber, and everyone else there, Thiago and Julia. I'm not sure if you're there, but hi. Are these exclusive VanHack jobs? Well, I don't know. I don't think so. I'm sure that everyone is announcing their jobs in different job boards, but I'm not sure. Thanks, Asiani. And you better apply for those designer jobs, Asiani. I think he's good. Any position for DevOps? No, but there is a position for DevOps that, Rafael, I will indicate you to, because it's a really good one in a video game company in Vancouver. No questions, Porto Alegre. Okay, cool. Hope everyone in Porto Alegre had a good time. Good evening. Good night. Startify. Okay, bye Marcelo, bye everyone in Victoria. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks Marcelo again for helping. Big hug. Important to be generalist or specific. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. I think it's better to be specific, but if you're a journalist, don't worry. Yeah, I will send the infos online. This Faith VanHack Pro yesterday, our good friend. Yes, Danilo, we can do that. We usually won't, but no problem. We can refund you the VanHack Pro if you join Premium. Welcome to Premium, Danilo. It's good to have you part of the group. I'll see you in the interview practice. We actually have VanHack interview practice happening right now, so with another person who's running it. Wagner from Vega, hi. No, 33 years old, definitely not. Companies are looking for senior people, so if you're older, don't worry. I'll send the I'll send the emails or the info online. Sorry, I'll send the email. I'll send the info about the jobs on email. Okay, cool. So I had 2 questions here about older people. Guys, if you're older, it means you're more experienced. Companies are looking for senior developers. They're looking for people who have a lot of skills. Thanks, Max. Looking for people who have really good skills. And if you're older, don't worry. Question from Facebook Live. What's up, Facebook?
Yeah, Renato Vitor asked, hello, I'm a motion graphics professional, 3D animator.
Nice.
What are my chances in Canada?
Fantastic. Montreal and Vancouver have huge markets for motion animation design. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities. Just look on indie.ca. Really, like there's a lot of studios, Sony, lots of other companies that are hiring for motion and like almost all the 3D effects you see in TV, like a lot of it is made in Vancouver. So yeah, you have a really good chance. Yeah, any tips to look for support jobs? Well, just, find all the jobs you can find on Indeed.ca. That's the biggest aggregator of jobs. So if you're looking for like a specific job, just look there. Yeah, cool. Giancarlo, my pleasure. Thank you. Yes, I will send out Nicholas, exactly. I will send out all the specific, what people are looking for, what they need, what they want. Yeah. Herbert, awesome. 51, definitely not too old. Don't feel like you're too old. You have the experience. That's what companies are looking for. All right, guys, maybe 2 more minutes here and we'll finish up. Yeah. Any other questions? Do you need game company hired? Yeah, a lot of game companies are hiring. Good find a place in Ireland. Yeah, Tech Life Ireland is a good website for Ireland. And I will be sharing more information about Ireland soon. It's going to be our 3rd country we're expanding into in terms of receiving. We have already in Canada and Chile. So now it's next Ireland. Embedded systems engineering. Yeah, that's a really good, it's a good skill to have. And I would say Indeed, it's really the best. Are there jobs for junior to mid-level developers? For sure, Jesse. There are. Just check on Indeed. That's there. Okay, cool. Bruno, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah. So, what are the most popular programming languages? Oh, that's a big question. Yeah, Bruno. There's a lot of companies in Canada looking for remote jobs. Many. Share something with SharePoint. Yeah, I'm not sure about SharePoint jobs. Okay, so Most popular programming languages in Canada, Ruby on Rails, like any JavaScript front end, PHP, Python, yeah, .NET, like honestly, a lot. Thanks, Louise. I'm glad you enjoyed it. See you in interview practice. How much money do you need to have a nice life in Canada? Well, depends what you mean by nice life. But I would say anywhere between like over $50,000, you usually have a pretty nice life. Yeah, a lot of mobile opportunities, Android and Swift and iOS, really hot. Ionic as well, Angular, that kind of stuff. Cool. All right. Make music for games. Gabriel, I have no idea. We don't really focus on music. Sorry, man. I heard that Quebec helps you if you want to learn French. I'm not sure. Yes, we are. Nicholas, we're going to have another one like this in August at the end of the month. And then we're going to have another one in September. And then we're going to have the VanHackathon in October. So yes, we are going to have more meetings like this. Check your email and Facebook and everything like that. Cool. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Hope you guys enjoyed, no matter where you are in the world. How hard is it to find a company willing to sponsor visas? Yeah, it's definitely hard, but if you create an account on VanHack, we have a lot of jobs that are open right now, of companies that are open to sponsoring. How much for a good life? About $50,000, Diogo. I would just say an average, $50,000. You can pay for a nice apartment and have enough money to live and everything like this. About $3,000 per month, $4,000 per month, I guess. Hey, Ignacio is from Santiago, recently moved to Toronto. Awesome. Wow, I mean, Ignacio, email me. You have a great profile, and I think there should be no problem for you to get a job as a Ruby on Rails developer with an open work permit. Beautiful thing about you guys in Chile is you have the working holiday visa. This is huge. We'll talk about that in a second, but it's huge. Okay, Ignacio. Yeah, Ignacio, email me. That's really exciting. Okay, cool guys. Good night. Good evening. Thanks so much. And yeah, we'll do this again next month. Bye, Facebook. Everyone online. I'm going to send out information. Yeah, exactly. Working holiday. Great stuff, Ignacio. Email me. I'm going to send out all the information about the jobs. They're also going to be posted on the VanHack job site. So make sure you create an account on vanhack.com. And yes, we will do this again in August. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. If you have any questions about anything, email contact@vanhack.com, because if I get to an email, it'll be hard for me to respond. Yeah, thanks, Andre. Thanks, Anunciato, Cristiano. Good night, guys, and apply for those jobs. Hopefully, we get some hires. All right, bye.